So as I mentioned, they've got problems as well with suspensions. The likes of Hartmann suspended after a red card last week against Uerdingen in a 0-0 draw. And it's Dynamo to get us underway here away from home. In the black and gold, Halle in red and white. Their home kit. And you can expect a frenetic start to this one, I would imagine, as both teams need to get used to each other. They need to gel again here with all those changes. As there's the first corner. Deal is called up for a foul there on the defender. Knipping just trying to track the man, got it out. So Dynamo are missing Löwe, Mai, Stor and Will for today's game. Only 2 goals conceded in the past 5 games, and they have the best defence in the league by a mile, so it'd be difficult for Halle to break them down here. And perhaps for Dynamo, the question is who can score the goals. As there's a chance here early for Halle. And the save safely made there by Broll. The shot from Derstroff coming in. It was a lovely clipped ball to him. And the left foot volley was on target, but no real problem for Broll in goal. As I was going to say, Hosiner, their top scorer, the Austrian, on 5 goals on the bench today. The Dritte Liga hasn't really stopped since the restart. So plenty of games coming up. They also play midweek as well. So squad rotation at the moment of utmost importance as Dynamo come on their first attack here with 2 minutes gone. Not convincingly cleared by Halle. As this should be out of play. Derstroff just shepherding it there. So Landgraf gets us going again. Volleying up the field here. That's good strength in midfield there. Being shown by Lindenhahn. Now out to the right-hand side. As that's great defending there from Ehlers. And now the chance here for the counter. Plenty of space already in this game. It's already stretched. As now Sohm crosses the ball in. And it's out for the first quarter for Dynamo. Well, all action here in this opening 3 minutes. Very promising start. As Landgraf there having to nod the ball out. Attacker was lurking over the far side. Let's see if Stefaniak can deliver a dangerous ball in here. 1 corner each already. Oh, very careful in placing the ball here, Stefaniak. The outswinger comes in, and it's cleared at the near post there by Eberwein. Getting back to do his job, help out the defence. Now it's whipped back in from deep, and the header straight into the arms there of the keeper Müller. Oh, both sides committed to attacking here early on. Hope this is kept up throughout the 90 minutes. There's another long ball up the field here, flicked on and dealt with by Dynamo for now at least. As it's picked up by Burda. Classic tackle in midfield there, the block coming in. Kipping has to deal with it, and he has done. Burda up here for the throw in. Perhaps looking to go into the corner. Then it's a longer throw towards the penalty area. And Stark in there to get it away. Well, good pressure this from Halle at the moment, as we just tick over 5 minutes played. Just the throw to the edge of the box here. Good hold-up play. And now the ball can be played in by Landgraf. It's coming in there towards Lindenhahn. He couldn't make anything of it, though, just delivered above him. It's a courageous start to the game from the home side up against the league's #1. As here come Dynamo Dresden down the right-hand side here. It's a deep ball in again. They're looking to pound that defence from Halle whenever they get it out towards the wings. But Müller at the moment is commanding his box really well. As that ball is down the channel, it's a great ball as well. Up for Eberwein. Now the low ball in, just deflected back to the striker. Trying to pick holes here in the Dynamo back line. Plenty of changes for them, with Hartmann and Mai out for the rest of the year, at least. As the ball just breaks for them here, and the shot will come in. It's blocked. Second opportunity, and rifled into the bottom corner by Derstroff. Well, you'd have to say it's deserved on the balance of play. 6.5 minutes in. And that is a cracking goal. 2 bites of the cherry, but the second, an absolute peach there. And Schnorrenberg can celebrate. Kocinski looks a bit glum, as here's the first block, and he's quick to react to the second. Low and hard, right into the corner. And Broll, absolutely no chance. Third goal of the season for Julian Derstroff. And, well, all to play for here. And Dynamo Dresden now really know they're in for a game on this Saturday afternoon. Despite the strength of their squad, they know they can't just expect to come to places like this and turn over the opposition. It's a very competitive league. And the warning signs were there for them. And we just have a frozen picture for you here. Sorry about that. It's a wicked ball out towards the right-hand side, but not finding Königsdorfer. Well, a great start to the game here. We've got the early goal as well. And that could really open things up for us. Stefaniak just taking over here. Stefaniak everywhere at the moment. He's unlucky not to nick the ball away there, but he's just stayed lying down for a while. That could mean there's a gap in midfield as he came bursting forward for Halle to exploit, but the black and gold shirts getting back in order to win it. Clipped forward. That's excellent defending from Böder. You'll now expect Halle to come under a bit of pressure as Dresden look to hit back almost immediately. This is Meyer with the throw. Back to the taker. And he's blocked there by Papadopoulos. Into the corner here. Meyer holding the ball up very well. And the low ball in. And no question there of a penalty as Halle can come away with the ball. Dynamo had committed a lot of players forward for that attack. Just the pace of the counter slowing down here. Midfield out to the right-hand side for Burda. As we've played 10 minutes here, and it's been high-octane stuff in the Dritte Liga. Great game so far, and Halle have got the lead through Derstrolf in the 7th minute. An arrowed strike into the bottom corner. The leaders behind as it stands. At the moment, Halle not really missing their talisman up front, Terence Boyd. With his experience as well, though, they'll be lacking something as the game wears on. Just brought to ground there. Maya drawing the foul from Deal. This is Broll, just looking for options. Had no chance with the goal from Halle. Struck past him with great ferocity by Derstrolf. Here come Halle again. Deal up against Maya, looking for the corner. And he's managed to get it as well. So another test here for Dynamo Dresden from this set piece. Lindenhahn goes over to take this one. I'm sure he'll be whipping this in towards the big men, the likes of Vouture, who has a good goal-scoring record as a centre-back. Scored last week against Fell. In it comes, it's good and central. And they're struggling to get it clear here, Dynamo. Bit of head tennis. And finally it's away by Maya, only as far as the edge of the box. Back in again. Good pressure this from Halle. And now they can play the ball out. This is Stefaniak on the counter-attack. Just held up by Burda slightly. And is that a free kick? No, says the referee. It's play on. Stark the ball just delivered behind him. On for Königsdorfer. Good pace from him. Can he deliver now? It's a low ball in. And the finish from Deferner. Well over the bar there. Well, this is lovely stuff from Königsdorfer. Good ball in. But perhaps just couldn't quite sort out his feet in time, Deferner, to keep it low. Leaning back. And that was a real chance for Dynamo Dresden. Coming up towards 14 minutes in. Well, this has been excellent end-to-end stuff here. Müller. Delivering long upfield. Looking for Eberwein. Knipping getting it away. Schnurrenberg just patrolling his technical area despite his team winning here. Kaczynski now up off the bench. You'd have to say that Halle do deserve the lead as it stands in this first 15 minutes. They've invested a bit more into the game, a lot more energy. As that ball clipped through there, just too long. All the way through to Broll. Just keeping the footing there, and out to Meyer. The ball deflected on its way through, I think, and that helped out Halle. Lindenhahn. And it's another strong run forward from Derstrup. Just his initial cross-come shot blocked by the defender. And a throw in from Becker. Someone goes to challenge, and it drops to Lindenhahn, who decides to strike from all of 30 yards. Blocked on its way through. We've still got the ball though here, but it's been lost. And to Meyer, of all players, who seems to be the most creative so far, but as I say, it's commentator's curse. Slicing off his boot and out of play, horrible. Get to see what the leaders are made of. They had 4 wins on the trot before that 0-0 against Uerdingen last week. And now they're 1-0 down to Halle away from home. Everything looking rosy for Halle at the moment. Again looking for that cross-field ball there, Daferner, and always looking for Königsdorfer, but that's too much on it again. Here's an excellent out ball. Stark. We're trying to play keep ball here, Dynamo. It's played down the line, but that will go out of play. Landgraf. Stefaniak in with the challenge. Both teams want the throw. It goes against Dynamo Dresden, though. Oh, Eberwein just dropping deep to pick the ball up here. And he whips it out to the right-hand side, into the box now. And the call coming too late there from the goalkeeper, Brawl. Knipping, volleying it out. Good. With the up and under. Landgraf, he's got some space here and he takes on the shot from 25 yards. Not a bad effort from the left back there. Over the bar. And at the moment, Halle, the more dynamic of the two sides. Just opened up for him, decided to take on the strike. As we're into the 20th minute now. Well, Halle would have been looking to survive with the clean sheet up until the 20th minute at least. That would have been their first target, but they've got the lead as well in this time. That's a big bonus for them, with Derstrup finishing. And they've been on top in this game as well. Plenty for Kaczynski to think of. Now Rucho. sprayed forwards here towards the corner. Can they keep it in? Well, that's unfortunate that they couldn't deal. Would have been hoping he could have got in behind that. The ball just skipping up off the surface and out of play. Goal kick then for Broll. Just came off a Dynamo player last, surely. The ref has given it as the throw in to Dynamo. That's poor from Dynamo. They haven't quite got their short passing game going yet. Eberwein flicking it on, but picked up here by Stefaniak. Oh, Knipping. That's a nice long ball, but caught offside there. Good line from Halle. As Stefana looked to get forwards. Well, Halle have looked very organised all over the field here. Coming up to the midway point in this first half. I don't think you could argue they deserved their lead. There's a late challenge coming in. The referee just waiting to see if there was an advantage there. Nothing came of it from Halle, so it goes back to Vulture for the free kick. Now the ball had long gone. As Stefana came in. Chance to break forwards here for Halle again. Lindenhahn decides to go back here. Landgraf making a run down the left-hand side. Here he is. Couldn't quite get on the end of that flicked pass, though. As Dynamo starting to snap in with the tackles. Stefana again, and I think he's just going to get a warning from the referee here to try and keep his calm. Yeah, it's just a little bit wild, perhaps, as he came in there on Der Stroff. Bouncing in midfield, and Halle again grab hold of it. This is Deal looking to create. It's a lovely ball. He's offside there, Eberwein. Well, they really seem to be gelling very well here, despite the injuries, Halle. Dresden, on the other hand, just struggling to find their flow. Nodded back there to Müller, nice and safely. Ridderman doing very well. Vulture. Good stretching interception there. Dynamo players always surrounded by two Halle players whenever they have possession. No space there at all for Stefana to create anything dangerous for the away side. And again, the ball cleared emphatically out of play by Böder. Not taking anything for granted here, the home side. Meyer to the byline. Clipping it towards the back stick. There's a player there waiting for it. The volley comes in. Now the shot, and it's finished off brilliantly by Yannick Stark. Well, it just took that moment of creativity from Meyer to open up Halle here. And it's 1-1. 26th minute. Stark absolutely hammering it home there into the back of the net. Well, they had two players over at the back stick as this cross came in from Meyer. The initial volley blocked. And then Stark arriving right on cue. Königsdorfer was there, just left it. You could see Stark running in, and that's a brilliant finish from the edge of the box. Not as easy as it looked as he gets his third of the season. Brought in for his experience in midfield. And now we're back, all square, 1-1. Oh, now who's going to react best to that? Can Halle get their heads back up here? Or will Dynamo Dresden start to go up through the gears? Here's the goal scorer for them, Stark, digging out the cross, Future away. It's absolutely frenetic out there at the moment. Perhaps not the best game tactically to watch, but superb entertainment with both teams just going toe-to-toe. And very competitive as well, despite the tackles flying in. Deciding to take it square. Up the left here towards Der Stroff, just tackled. And that's Dynamo breaking forward at pace here. Out towards Meyer. And this time he's dealt with really well by Böder. And he truly has been the danger man from the off for Dynamo today. Now looking happier with the world as it stands, as Königsdorfer just unable to take that ball on. Looking for a corner, Dynamo. They think the strike came off the defender last. They might have a point by the flight of the ball, but the referee signalling for a goal kick. And the subs and injured players from the Dynamo side complaining at the fourth official about that as well. Now Stefaniak. Suddenly Halle find themselves under all kinds of pressure. Nice trick there from Sohm to try and get Stefaniak into the corner, but Halle have sorted themselves out there. They've got the throw in right in the corner, so still Dynamo could keep them pinned in here. Böder trying to throw as far as he can upfield to relieve the pressure. And we've managed to pick the ball up in midfield as well. Perhaps the chance here for Der Stroff to come forward again. And he's got the strike in from the edge of the box. It's blocked as well by Knipping. And the two left wingers at the moment for either side. The stars of the game so far. As Rederman decides he's going to go up towards the left wing. Big call for handball. Shot comes in, it's blocked from Eberwein, and the referee saying no to the handball, but Halle absolutely convinced they should have something here. Let's have a look. Oh, Eberwein gets his foot on the ball. It bounces up and comes off Ehler's hand for sure, but the referee's saying it was too close to him for him to react, but you'd have to say it was an unnatural movement with his arm in the air. Could easily have been given as a penalty. Lucky there, you'd have to say, for Dresden. It's on the half hour, the corner comes in, comes to nothing for Halle. As Landgraf, deep cross in now. Derstroff, and gets it in, but into the arms there of Broll. Well, for me, should have been a penalty against Dresden. The referee had a superb view of it and doesn't give this. Oh, that's a long, long way away from the body, you've got to say. I can understand the referee's point of view where he couldn't react in time to get his arm away, but at the moment the rules suggest that if it touches the hand, it doesn't matter. It should be a penalty. It's down to the interpretation, isn't it, really? As the ball comes in again from Dresden. Nicely done from Sohm, but good, strong defending from Landgraf at the back post. Well, it's been a very, very exciting first half hour to this game. 1-1 with Dresden coming from behind to level. Derstroff with the opener. And then Stark with the leveller. Two nice crisp strikes. And the ball down the line for Königsdorfer. Hasn't quite got involved in the game as much as you would have expected, really. Perhaps as time goes on and the game gets more and more stretched, we'll see more of him. At the moment, a lot of the attacks from both sides coming down the left. Trying to play more of a defensive role in that case. As Papadopoulos just getting a talking to from the ref. Hasn't had to pull out his yellow card as yet. As we see there, Papadopoulos just jumping into Stefaniak. He's a bit winded, but okay to continue. Midfield engine for Dynamo, and it could well be he takes control of the free kick as well here that he won. Indeed, Yannick Stark walking away from it. Just under 12 minutes to go in the first half. And it's looped in here and it's right into the arms of Müller. Enormous clearance there from the keeper. And it's found Lindenhahn trying to slip it through here. The defender goes down under too much pressure in the end. Deal it was. He was trying to get on the end of that lovely looking ball from Lindenhahn. Just shaking his head there, doesn't agree with it. As the two 19s come together there, well, there's not much in it really. Meyer going down. I think he knew he was under pressure. And this is Sohm looking for Stefaniak right into the corner. Up against him is Vucuk, looking to just nutmeg the big defender. Not getting away with it, but Vucuk away in the end. 10 minutes to go in this first period. And at the moment, you'd have to say Kocinski probably the happier with this. A lot of pressure from Dynamo since they levelled the scores. Schnorrenberg will be happy with the way it's looking as well. His team looking compact. Stefaniak again, and that's well blocked. Deal getting back to help out the defence in the right back area. It's a corner. Oh, Son being tracked there by Papadopoulos, as you can see. A real shadow there. As the ball comes in, it's a high one. And with the half clearance and now away. As the ball there just miscontrolled, but Yannick Stark back to help this on to the keeper, Broll. Just a sign of danger there, as Halle tried to come forward quickly. Dynamo are going to have to keep their concentration here for the full 90 minutes. Now Riederman. Easily picked up in midfield by Kade. Hillers across to Knipping. Knipping always looking forward with his passing here in this game. And Stefaniak well tracked by Papadopoulos. This is Meyer for Dynamo with the throw in, and Papadopoulos getting it out with the diving header. Not leaving anything to chance. That's good skill from Stefaniak, but he can't quite get in behind and just tugging the defender back there. Bit of frustration shown there, as he did well here just to knock it down the line. But Burda showing strength to get in front of him before being pulled back. Eberwein not going to get on the end of that ball through. That's good skill again from Derstroff. On to Landgraf, looking strong still down the left-hand side, Halle. The cross comes in, doesn't find anyone, but a chance here for the strike, and it's a tremendous effort and turned around the post there by Broll. Wow, Nietfeld there, just trying to find the corner, just guiding it, didn't get too much power on it, knew exactly what he wanted to do. Well, just look at this, just shifts it, and that's a brilliant save from Broll, getting his arm up to powerfully get it behind. Out for the corner. Linderhan delivers away at the near post. Burda, oh, disguised there, and then it comes off the arm of Nietfeld, and that brings that attack to an end. And this has been an absolutely terrific game. So many attacks from both teams. It's a surprise, there's only the 2 goals so far, 1-1. Derstroff and Stark, the goal scorers. As we've got 5 minutes to go before half-time. Really hoping it continues in this vein in the second half. From a neutral perspective, it would be good if it ends like this in the first period. And it's really all to play for. Well, if that's been given as a handball for Needfeld, why was the handball not given against Dynamo for the penalty? Very, very similar as we see that full stretch dive from Broll. And Broll, I think no words really needed to describe what he's trying to show there. Making it very clear to his teammates what he expects from them. There's now Sorm on the break forward, and he's brought down with a clattering challenge. That could be the first yellow of the day. Indeed, it is for Deal. You could see the danger, and came in with the tackle. Yeah, you've got to say that deserves a yellow. He's really not going for the ball at all. That's his third yellow of the season so far. So another chance here for Stefaniak to play the ball in. The players lined up on the edge of the box here. He goes for the clever one down the side. And in the end, it's Ibervine who blocks the effort. Well, at least he was alert to that one. Great play from Stefaniak. And this is Knipping. Broll just slowing this down here. That's nice from Landgraf to win it back in midfield, giving it immediately to Derstroff. In the hand. Papadopoulos just thought he'd lost the ball there. Manages to nick it on, and the shot from the edge of the box here from Ibervine, digging underneath it, well over the bar on the turn. Well, at the moment, getting some joy again after they had an excellent first 15 minutes. And then just struggled slightly after Dynamo got their leveller, but they're back on the front foot again coming towards the end of the first period. I think that Schnorrenberg would be very impressed with his team at halftime. Will be demanding the same again in the second half. Ibervine with the flick, looking for Linderhan. Ibervine again, really wanting to get involved in the game, has no problem with dropping deep. Although there's a ball over the top here towards Königsdorf, who's just switched wings for a while. As Deal, well, he's going to get a red card here. Stupidly reacting there. Absolutely no need for it whatsoever to push the ball away. And, well, he only got his first yellow a couple of minutes ago. Well, 2 yellow cards in, I would say, around 2 minutes there. Well, this is ridiculous, really. The ball bouncing around on the sidelines, and he stupidly taps it away from Meyer. You can't do that. And the referee straight across to order him off the field of play. So Halle down to 10 men for the last 30 seconds or so of this first half, and for the entirety of the second. He's really let his team down there. And that has played into the hands of the away side. Surely now Dynamo Dresden will go into the second half as the big favourites here. As a volley comes in, and they've got the goal before half-time, Dynamo Dresden. An incredible volley from the edge of the box there. And it's all gone wrong from Halle in the space of a minute. Goodness me, what a finish that is from Becker. The ball dropping to him. The centre back absolutely hammering it home. That's a brilliant goal. Well, we've seen some crisp strikes today. That's the best so far, and it's 2-1 Dresden. And that is surely how this first half will end. It's his first of the season. It's not a surprise as a centre-back, but my word, he put his foot through that. And what an ending to this first half here. Halle getting the red card for Deal. And only seconds later, Dresden taking the lead 2-1, the top side in the Dritte Liga. Really gritting their teeth here away from home and showing what they're made of. And that is an enormous blow, though, for the home side, who've been on top for long periods. As we go in at half-time with Dresden winning by 2-1 against Halle. Join us in 15 minutes or so for what could be a cracking second half. Welcome back to the second half between Halle and Dynamo Dresden in the Dritte Liga. If you missed the first half, you missed an absolute treat. It was a brilliant game of football between these two, with Halle really going up against the top side in the Dritte Liga toe-to-toe. But unfortunately for them, the half-time scoreline 2-1 to the away side, Dynamo. And Halle down to 10 men in a dramatic last 90 seconds of the first half, with Deal getting a second yellow. He'd got his first yellow only 2 minutes before, and it turns out it's on his birthday as well, so not a great celebration for him. And then only moments later, Robin Becker coming up with a terrific volley from 20 yards to put Dynamo in the lead going into half-time. Halle had taken the lead through Derstroff. It was very much deserved. Stark dragged Dynamo back into it in the 26th minute with a low strike. And then it looked as though Dynamo were going to take control of the game, but Halle came straight back at them. And you'd have to say they're unlucky to be behind by 2-1 at half-time. But Deal just a little bit stupid with the second yellow card, flicking the ball away from the throw-in taker on the sidelines. Deserved red card, really. And we've also had some penalty controversy, as Halle should have had one for a handball, but not given by the referee. An incredible decision when you look back at it. I'm sure we'll see a replay of that controversial incident in this second half. But you would expect from here the league leaders, Dynamo Dresden, to really hammer at the back line of 10-man Halle and show their superiority to the rest of the league and just show a signal for what they can do for the rest of the season. Well, there has been a change to Halle. Lindenhahn, who had an excellent first half in attack for Halle, has been withdrawn for Sternberg. So it looks as though they're going for damage limitation. But what a first half that was. It's a real shame that Halle are down to 10 men. And they can't make more of it, but we'll see. Sometimes it's tricky to play against 10 men. Dynamo, you would expect them to have the experience out there despite their injuries and suspensions to see this through really in the second half. As Halle there just showing a bit of cheek again. Landgraf coming forward, his Eberwein. As we had chance after chance for both teams in the first period. Really both of them going for it from the off, and it continued for the whole of the first 45 minutes. Well, the 10 men here looking forward as Papadopoulos has the chance here to take the strike. It's blocked at the edge of the box. And he had plenty of space there. That's something for Dynamo to look out for. They can't take their foot off the gas at all here. We saw how dangerous Halle can be. Here's Kader, forward. And again, out to the left-hand side, this time to Maya. And a terrific first half, Maya. As the outball for Dynamo Dresden. I spoke in the first half that Königsdorfer never really got involved. Now you can expect him with a bit more space, maybe, to come more and more into this game. As the ball flicked on, again down the left here. Taferner. Up against Rederman. And the deep ball in. Low and hard, but away successfully by Ehlers. Well, Halle will be expecting to do a lot of defending in this second half now. Dresden will want to pin them back. There's the ball played in again, away by Vučur. Papadopoulos wanting the free kick though, but it's the corner that's been given against Halle. Stefaniak as ever to go across to take the corner. Well, a goal here for Dresden. You pretty much would have to say that would be that. Doesn't reach the danger men for Dynamo, but it's back to Stefaniak right in the corner, and he's done brilliantly here to get to the byline. He continues, and the goalkeeper gets an out for another corner. Well, goodness me. Great stuff there shown by Stefaniak, getting around Landgraf rather too easily here, and then really taking the ball by the horns, heading for the heart of the Halle defence there. Good keeping by Müller. That's clipped in here, and Papadopoulos away. Yannick Stark, who got his team back into it at 1-1. Just trying to clip it towards the right-hand side. Maya, dangerous ball for Königsdorfer, couldn't quite turn on it though. Burda with the throw in. Well, it's an unusual throw in there from him. Rather looping. And Papadopoulos giving the free kick away as he looked to challenge Königsdorfer. Stefaniak shown a yellow card at some point there, and amongst the action. His third of the season. There's Brawl here. Well, he might be expecting a quiet second half. Was well involved in the first. Turning away an excellent strike, for example, from Nietfeld in that first period. Throw-in given here to Dynamo Dresden. You can hear the Halle backroom staff disagreeing with that. As we're going to see another yellow card here for something that's been said by Rederman. He looks completely incredulous at that decision. Second yellow of the season. Nietfeld complaining as well. Looks as though his name may have been taken too. And Halle here are going to have to really watch their discipline in this second period. They won't want to go down to 9 men against the league leaders. the top here. For Stefaniak and hammered away by Landgraf. As Eberwein looks to play the crossfield ball, but it's picked up here by Königsdorfer. Knipping. Carter keeping the ball simple. Just letting things tick over in midfield for Dynamo. They've got the lead against the 10 men. They don't need to go flying forward here in this second half. They can play the patient game, wear down their opponents. Not quite the drama in the opening 10 minutes here of the second half as we had during the first 45. Another long ball here from Dynamo. Landgraf away again. And that's lovely from Landgraf, but then the clumsy touch there has allowed Dynamo to come forward again. Königsdorfer getting involved, playing a bit more centrally now. But away again by Halle. And they just can't keep the ball at the moment, the home side. Dynamo swarming all over them, as you would expect, with the one-man advantage. Carter, a bit more of an ambitious ball this time. And twisting and turning and going down. Königsdorfer. I think it's Burda. No, just clip that. And the free kick right on the edge of the box for Stefaniak. And more danger here for Halle. We're having to do an awful lot of defending. And it comes, and he's gone for the direct effort on goal there. He's got it completely wrong, well over the bar. Bit of a waste, really. Expect better of him. That's a loose ball here. Now it's Stark trying to get into the box, bulldozing his way through. In the end, the ball coming off his knee and out for the goal kick, but Halle there would be better advised just to get rid of the ball rather than passing it short out from defence there, inviting pressure upon themselves here. That's a really, really poor ball. Straight into the feet of Solm. And just lucky there with the rebound coming off Stark for the goal kick. And ball all the way back here to Broll. Stark back to Ehlers. Ehlers again. It looks as though Dynamo trying to push as many players forward as possible to stretch the game, keeping many defensive players back. As we're slowly coming up towards the hour mark here, with Dresden still 2-1 up, the top side in the Dritte Liga. Halle down to 10 men. And just tapping it around at the back here in their own half. Dynamo, before coming forward, somehow it's found its way out to Meyer, off Burda. Better from Halle. Papadopoulos coming forward. He's just got to wait, though, for his teammates as he was on the charge. No real chance for the counter-attack from the 10 men there. They're keeping the ball well. Vucur. Looped up and forward towards Eberwein. And then Yannick Stark getting in with the header controlled back to Broll. Well, Dynamo well on top here now. Surely just a matter of time until they get their third and kill off Halle. Distribution, they're not the greatest from Broll. Slicing the ball out of play. Was he pushed in the back there as he went up? Yes, he was. And he's just tracking Eberwein, trying to drag him out of defence. Well, this is surely a chance here for Halle. They will be looking to exploit any gaps from set pieces against Dresden. From open play, they're going to struggle to open up Dresden with the one-man advantage. They've got to really whip these balls in. And it's off Knipping and out for the throw-in in the opposite corner. So Burda forward for the throw here. Half an hour to go. No changes as yet for Dynamo Dresden. Kocinski keeping his powder dry. As here comes the counter, Königsdorfer. Up for Stefaniak, just a little bit too much on it. The midfielder couldn't control it, but they've won it back again immediately through Solm. Meyer up against two. And he's disappointed with himself that he couldn't take it down the line and really go up against Halle. And as I said earlier, sometimes it can be tricky against 10 men, and so it's turning out. And Stefaniak going off here just after the hour. Weihrauch coming on for Kaczynski's side. Again, Dynamo Dresden showing patience at the back. And they can just try and pick off Halle, really. And there's a heavy touch from the keeper, but no trouble. Knipping, looking back to his keeper again. Oh, not as eventful in this second half at all as in the first, which was all action. The goals and the red card all coming in the first period. The chance perhaps for Königsdorfer, trying to pick out his pass, trying to thread it through towards the run there of Solm. Couldn't quite deliver. And he just found the chance to look up there, Königsdorfer. And Weihrauch out towards the left and supporting well to pick up the ball again. taking their time here, Dynamo Dresden. You know, they've got the result in their hands here. Not looking to risk too much. Königsdorf losing out again, but Yannick Stark there to stretch and get the ball away. The referee seeing an infringement. Free kick anyway for Dynamo. As we see the Halle players warming up on the sidelines. Weihrauch. Nice looking ball towards the corner, and it's been kept in by Meyer. Right to the byline, low ball in. Oh, no problem for Vulture though. So 25 minutes to go here. Halle, as it stands, surviving against Dynamo Dresden with no further damage, but not really testing Dynamo at all. There's Papadopoulos. Well, it looked a fair challenge from here. The referee on the spot to give it against him. So Weihrauch now taking over from the set pieces after replacing Stefaniak. So in it comes. Let's see how his first delivery is. It's a high one and straight into the arms of Müller. That will please Halle greatly. Well, that first half was a tremendous game of football. But unfortunately, the action in the last minute or so seems to have killed it off for this second half with the red card for Deal. Second yellow for a silly reaction on the sidelines. And then almost immediately after that, Becker hammering home a 20-yard volley to give Dynamo the lead. Means that Dynamo can cruise through this second half. They have the class and quality to do that. And Stark with the interception. As we're coming up towards midway through the second period. Ehlers looking to push up into midfield now. Up for Storm. Well, this is more snappy play, but as I say, that's given away to Halle. Feld stepping in. That's a nice looking ball up long. Up into feet as well towards Papadopoulos, and he's brought down on the turn by Kade. Oh, we need to have more of that, Halle, to try and really hurt Dynamo Dresden. We saw in the first half they certainly have the tools to do it. But down to 10 men, it's a real uphill struggle for them. Smacked forward by Landgraf. I think the ball had already gone out of play. Well, Halle surely need to go for broke at some point during this second half. Just biding their time at the moment. Surviving as long as they can and keeping the scoreline tight. As that's another quality ball forward towards the penalty area. Can they get these shots in? They do. It's Papadopoulos, and it's deflected out of play by Stark. Maybe that was the moment they were looking for. Well, it was much, much better from them in an attacking sense. Lovely play from their goal scorer, Derstrup, just to hold it up. And then the strike coming in, and big block from Stark. In comes the corner. Vucur's up there, but he nods it over. It looks as though it's been given as another corner. Let's have a look here. It looked as though Vucur had won it. Now the next delivery, and Eberwein onto the roof of the net, couldn't quite flick it back more towards the far post. Well, 3 chances coming in quick succession for Halle here. As Dynamo, I'm sure Kocinski on the sidelines trying to drum up a little more enthusiasm for going for goal now. They've taken their foot off the gas perhaps a little bit too much, which you can never do at this level away from home. Perhaps a warning sign will be good for Dynamo Dresden. As Königsdorfer lets it run there for Weihrauch, who's been everywhere since he came on. Tries the cutback, and away by Halle. It was a good idea. Stark. Still playing patiently here, Dresden, despite that flurry of chances for Halle. Oh, Königsdorfer turning smartly, trying to go forward, plays it out towards the right-hand side, and the attempted cross deflected towards the byline. Königsdorfer just pushing the defender as he looked to get on the end of it. So Halle then going to make a change here, bringing off their goal scorer Derstrup, who started this game absolutely brilliantly, getting the first goal, and Gutau is his replacement for the final 18 minutes of the game. So looking for an interesting final, just over quarter of an hour of the game here. Still Halle in the game, just hanging on. Dynamo, good game management from them, just to take the needle out of it. Halle pushing forward a little more now, with time wearing on. But there'll be tired legs out there. So throw-in from Burda. Looking longer into the box now. And the shot hammered in and all the way across goal. Goodness me, it flashes across with no one there to tap in. You'd have to say that's a let-off. Well, dear, oh dear. Lovely effort. And if Halle had someone committed forward there towards the 6-yard area, they'd have been all alone, just waiting for the tap-in. Terrific effort again. Oh, when are Dynamo here going to really go for this again and try and kill off Halle? They've had it all too easy, at least for the first 20 minutes of this second half, and Halle now deciding that they should try and get the leveller. All over the top for Dynamo. And offside given in the end against Dynamo. As here is this chance a minute ago. It was Gutau who took the shot on, the substitute. And the ball landing at the edge of the box here. Well, this is really good play from Halle, and the guided shot towards the top corner there from Eberwein. Looks as though it just deflected on its way through. Well, now it's Dynamo who are hanging on incredibly. It's a lovely effort. And another corner for Halle with 15 minutes to go. Well, their fans and backroom staff will be very proud of the performance put in here against the top side in the Dritte Liga. Down to 10 men. Still going for this leveller here. Investing a lot more into the game now. Future, next headed effort coming off a defender. Another corner in quick succession. So next one comes in, it's flicked on, and back towards goal again on the stretch there. No chance of getting that in for Burda. Oh, you'd have to say that's a let-off for Dynamo Dresden. Real concerted pressure from the home side. Down to 10 men with Dale sent off right at the end of the first half, when it was 1-1, and only 30 seconds later they were punished immediately, Halle, by the thumping goal from Becker. Stark, a bit of space for him to look up. Around the corner for Weiral. And is he brought down there? The referee waving play on Ebersdorfer. Well, no advantage in the end. And Dynamo Dresden do get the free kick in the end. Oh, surely there is an advantage there for Dynamo. Königsdorfer getting the ball and running across the edge of the box before the referee dragging it back for this free kick. Another controversial decision, especially if Dynamo get their third goal here. And it comes from Weiral. Good shape to it. Still the pressure on. There's Burda. Well, he's disappointed that he's just flicked that over his head and out for a corner. Well, Halle can, I think, feel aggrieved at some of the decisions from the referee. He should have got that penalty in the first half, and surely the advantage was given there for Dynamo and then dragged back. And the result is this corner. Weiral in again. Away by Eberwein. Stark gets the left-footed volley in from a long way. Didn't really get a hold of it. An easy save for Müller. Well, 12 minutes to go. And this could really go either way now. It could be a draw for Florian Schnorrenberg to celebrate. Or Kolczynski might well be celebrating another win on the road. Next goal is of utmost importance here. Königsdorfer towards Weihrauch. And the throw towards the corner. This is Königsdorfer again. It's given absolutely no space. Good defending from Halle. Trying to play the ball down the line, comes off the defender for a throw to Halle. Again, making progress up the field here. Oh, you have to say that tactically in this second half, they've been better, Halle, than Dynamo Dresden, in my opinion at least. Halle just waiting for their chance before coming forward, trying to kill off the game from Dynamo. And Dynamo, though, in the second half, haven't really got going. Trying to be too patient with the ball, perhaps a bit too passive. That's a long ball forward, which will go all the way through to Vouture. So 10 minutes to go here. Time ticking down for Halle. They're giving everything. As the ball is looped up here. Should go through to Brawl. Taking his time over the goal kick here. Or the kick upfield, I should say. Perhaps I would have liked to have seen a little bit more ambition here from Dynamo Dresden to really lay down a marker for the rest of the season, to try and get more goals against Halle. And Halle have made life very difficult for them. Looks as though Dynamo just quite happy to stay in front and take the 3 points home. Brawl, midfield, volleyed back in by Stark, and then a heavy challenge right in front of the referee. Waves play on. It was Niedfeld who came sliding in. Perhaps it looked worse on first look than it really was. Niedfeld back to the keeper. Good skill there from Sohm, trying to play the ball forward, but there's no one there for him. And the ball given sloppily away. They can't do that, Halle. And in the end, though, the danger averted. Sternberg trying to whip it towards the edge of the box, away by Ehlers. It was Defena who had that chance to break forward, having been gifted possession. Looked a little clumsy on his way towards the penalty area, passing up the chance. Oh, 7 minutes to go, and Dynamo Dresden, well, this is really shows all their patience there. Almost at walking pace here. For me, Kalczynski has got it wrong. He should have gone forward more to try and make it 3-1 as early as possible in the second half and really bag the points. It's not really been that convincing for me. There's a good chance for Dynamo to really make the rest of the league stand up and say, yes, these are the favourites for the title. In fairness, perhaps Kocinski thinking about the heavy schedule of the last few weeks and indeed the coming weeks. And just trying to keep the players as fresh as possible with these tactics. Well, they've got the experience out there. As Königsdorfer, can he keep it in? He did initially, I think. And then coming off him last for the goal kick. It looks as though we're going to see another change. It's going to come for Halle. Szczerbakowski coming on. Feld. The engine room. So, 5 minutes to go for Szczerbakowski to make an impact. A long, high clearance upfield. And Müller. And this looks better from Dynamo Dresden. Maybe the space out there for them as Weihrauch picks out Königsdorfer, tries to cut inside. Now on to Sohm, to the byline, and he's run it out of play, has he? Yes, he has. And it really looked as though Königsdorfer was going to pull the trigger there. Just hesitated. There's the hesitation, and that allowed the defender to come across. And then Sohm just running the ball out in the end. Oh, a little bit more precision. Dynamo Dresden could have made it 3-1 there. So, deep free kick here. From Czerniawski. And that's a poor touch. Czerniawski trying to get across, doing really well. Now the ball back in. Röder was the man attacking it and couldn't get on the end of it. Good defending as well from Knipping. Oh, 2.5 minutes to go here. Can Dresden take the 3 points back up the motorway? Away from Halle here. The league leaders looking in menacing form despite this second half performance. When you've been slightly meek, you'd have to say, against the 10 men of Halle. Got to feel sorry for the home side, really. They've put so much into this game. But the killer for them was at the end of the first half with that red card for Dale. And then the quick-fire goal from Becker to put the Dritte Liga leaders in the lead right on half-time. And they've played very well indeed, Halle. I've been impressed by them. Never say die attitude. They've given it away there again. These mistakes will come in the final few minutes as they try and push forward to get an equaliser. Corner here. Sohm tried to play it in again. So Weihrauch taking his time again with the take here of the corner. And it comes. And And the heads go up. And Halle away. No chance for the break, though. There's Dynamo here, nearly home and hosed. 1 minute of regular time to play. I wouldn't have thought there were too many stoppages in this second half to mean more than 1 or 2 minutes of stoppage time. And it was an incident-packed first half. Far from it in the second. Destroff giving the home side the lead on only 7 minutes. Stark with the leveller on 26. Halle played really well in the first half. They were putting the pressure on. But a silly second yellow card for Dale. 2 yellows in 2 minutes for him at the end of the first half. And that volley from Becker from 20 yards, a great strike. Meant that Dynamo went in at halftime 2-1 up. And it looks as though it's going to end that way at the end of this second. Dynamo now with a late period of pressure to try and finish it off. Something they haven't done throughout this second half. Halle, for me, unfortunate not to get a leveller. They've played it really well. 20 minutes of just seeing what Dynamo would do, and then they started pushing forward more when it was clear Dynamo weren't going to go for the third. Well, there's 3 minutes of time added on. Not exactly sure where that's come from. Some more time for Halle, you'd have to say, to try and drag themselves back, level pegging. And a throw in as he's tackled. Well, Kuczynski would see this as a valuable 3 points in the battle for promotion. It's been a hard-fought slog, really, in the second half for them. Very difficult game in general, given the performance by Halle in the first half. But probably Dynamo are going to have to face this in the second half of the season. They'll go to places like this, and the home side will want to beat the big guns. As here's a chance, perhaps, a foot race. Solm wins it. And Riedemann looking a little tired there, but he gets the ball out of play. Safe and sound, but still defending here for Halle to do. And there's going to be a late change for Dynamo just to let the time tick down a bit more. Diawuzi is coming on. Ferner, the man withdrawn for the last 30 seconds here, just to wind down the game. Oh, surely now the 3 points heading to Dynamo Dresden, the Dritte Liga leaders. Like one more attack here from Halle. And it's just overcooked there. And this is Weihrauch, and he tucks it away, 3-1 Dresden. Well, you'd have to say in the end that the tactics have paid off. As with the last kick of the game, Weihrauch makes it 3-1. Dresden with the 3 points. We won't even see a restart as Dynamo win by 3-1, just settled there in the last seconds by Weihrauch. He's played in, he's all on his own. And it's past the goalkeeper's quick as a flash. So Dynamo Dresden then winning this Dritte Liga encounter by 3-1 at Halle. Big result for them. And now it goes on into tomorrow's fixtures and then midweek in the Dritte Liga. Join us for more of that coverage. Thank you from me and enjoy the rest of your weekend.